Hey everyone, this is a quick little refresher on how to graph a line. And this is from given a point and a slope, which is basically the same thing we have when we have an equation of a line. So here we have f equals, or f of x equals b plus mx, or mx plus b. Same thing, just written in two directions. Remember we saw in a previous video, this is like our starting amount, and this is how we're going to change. So b is now going to be our vertical intercept. It's where we're going to start, so when the x is 0. And then the slope will tell us how far to rise and run to get to the next point. Let me show that with some numbers, and then that all makes a lot more sense. So in this case, we don't have an actual equation. This one we just have a point and a slope. This one will have an actual equation, so this will feel a little bit more like that. Here we're going to graph the line through the point -2, 4. Okay, so that means it goes through -2, 4. So I'm going to come over here and go x is -2 and y is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be my starting point because I know it goes there. And then my slope is going to be -3/5. Okay, so if I have -3/5 for my slope, if I have a negative, I always put it in the numerator. I think it's easier, for me at least, to graph to the right, and then I go up if it's positive and down if it's negative. So if I think of this -3/5, this is rise and run. So -3, we're going to drop 3. So from here, that's our starting point because we're going to that point. Drop 1, 2, 3, and then run 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that would be our graph. Over here on number 9, same idea, except now instead of giving a point, I'm given the equation. But remember this -1 right here, that's going to be our y-intercept, or our vertical intercept, because when x is 0, this will drop out and I'm left with y equals -1. So that becomes our starting point, and then I have that slope right there. And again, that's going to tell me which way to go. So rise and run, we're going to rise 1, and we're going to run 4. So rising 1, up 1, and then run 1, 2, 3, 4.